An underwhelming score of 49 points in Game Week 24 has seen a small drop down to 170k. Luke Shaw was the only player to deliver in defence, as Man United successfully kept out Leicester in a 3-0 win. The Foxes did, however, produce 2 big chances and recorded the 9th highest expected goals total during the game week. The decision to place Andreas Pereira ahead of James Tarkowski on the bench proved costly, after Riyad Mahrez was an unused sub for the first time since Game Week 16. Additionally, opting to captain Haaland ahead of Marcus Rashford led to a significant point swing for what was ultimately a very close decision. The in-form United star took both of his big chances, with no player able to better his 5 shots in the box during the game week. Eddie Nketiah and Erling Haaland each missed 2 big chances, failing to score against Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest respectively. After first volleying against the crossbar, the Man City talisman somehow put the rebound over the top from inside the 6-yard box. And no player in Game Week 24 recorded a higher expected goals total, as per the Fantasy Football Fix model. So now let's look ahead to the transfer plans for Game Week 25. There are 2 free transfers available this week with 0.3 million in the bank. My primary focus is on bringing in Mohamed Salah. Liverpool seem to have gotten their season back on track with consecutive wins against Everton and Newcastle. The Egyptian has played a pivotal role in those wins, amassing a goal, an assist and a team-leading 2.1 expected goal involvement figure. Of course, Bukayo Saka is also a player I would love to own this week, but it's much harder for me to get to him than Salah, and pretty much impossible for me to get them both. Kevin De Bruyne will be the man to make way. The Belgian was unfortunate against Nottingham Forest, failing to score from a game week high tally of 7 shots, and seeing his 2 big chances created squandered by teammates. But he's reportedly not part of Man City's travelling squad to face RB Leipzig in the Champions League midweek, with Pep Guardiola yet to offer an explanation as to why. With Nathan Patterson looking unlikely to display Seamus Coleman anytime soon, after his match-winning goal against Leeds, I'm considering a 4-point hit for Trent Alexander-Arnold. In the last 4 game weeks, his tallies of 8 attempted assists and 3 big chances created rank first among Liverpool players, and only trail Kieran Trippier among defenders. To add to the appeal, the Reds have kept 3 clean sheets in that time. In addition to his blank Game Week 25, Luke Shaw is extremely likely to blank in Game Week 28, and faces a trip to Anfield in Game Week 26. So I'm prepared to part with him for now, with plans to use either the free hit or wildcard in Game Week 29, after today's Double Gameweek announcement. In order to fund that move, Harry Kane will have to make way for Darwin Nunez, providing the Uruguayan is past fit. Since Cody Gakpo made his debut in Game Week 20, he and Nunez ranked joint first for shots among Liverpool players, with 13 apiece. Both have had 4 big chance involvements, while Mohamed Salah has recorded 2. I'm reluctant to part with the Spurs forward, who has scored or assisted in 4 of his last 5 outings. But Spurs are much more likely to face a blank Game Week 28 than Liverpool, so that also plays a factor in this decision, as well as the need for funds elsewhere. So to summarise, the plan is Luke Shaw, Kevin De Bruyne and Harry Kane, to Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah and Darwin Nunez for a 4-point hit. And here's how the team is set to line up. Despite failing to win any of their last 4 matches, Chelsea have remained defensively strong. They've allowed just 3 big chances, the joint fewest tally along with Spurs and Brighton, while only Fulham have conceded fewer goals than their 2. Spurs rank joint 6th for goals scored in that time with 5. Since Sean Dyche took charge of Everton in Game Week 22, James Tarkowski has taken a team-leading tally of 5 shots. Only 4 defenders, Rico Henry, Fabian Schär, Trippier and Alexander-Arnold, can improve on his 0.78 expected goal involvement figure. The Toffees have conceded 2 goals in that time, with only Fulham faring better, while opponents Aston Villa have produced a league-low total of 1 big chance. Ben White is no longer an assured starter, but the comeback win against Aston Villa perhaps stands him in good stead to keep his place. The Gunners conceded just 0.37 expected goals in Game Week 24, with only Spurs and Brighton faring better. Leicester were kept at bay by Man United, but have scored a leading tally of 10 goals across the last 4 matches. Everton, however, have managed just 2 goals in that period, with only Chelsea scoring fewer. Andreas Pereira earns a rare start in place of Marcus Rashford, with Man United one of 4 teams without a fixture this game week. In home matches since the Game Week 17 restart, the Brazilian has carved out 3 big chances, with only Mahrez, Marsh and Fernandes creating more among midfielders. Across home and away in that time, Martin Ødegaard has fashioned 26 attempted assists. Only De Bruyne, Fernandes and Trippier have produced more. The Norwegian has had 7 big chance involvements meanwhile, compared to Saka's 6. But Nketiah leads the way among Arsenal players with 12. I'm hopeful of a recall for Riyad Mahrez after he was left out against Nottingham Forest. The Algerian has been directly involved in 9 goals since the Game Week 17 restart. Only Marcus Rashford has played a hand in more with 12. His 5.9 expected goal involvement figure can only be beaten by Marsh and Fernandes in that time among midfielders, neither of whom have a match this game week. Over the last 4 game weeks, Eddie Nketiah has been afforded an impressive total of 7 big chances. Only Erling Haaland has fared better with 8. Only Rashford and Saka have attempted more than his 18 shots in that time. Arsenal's first opponents Leicester have shipped 8 goals in the last 4 matches, with only Aston Villa allowing more. Everton have conceded 8 goals in their last 4 away matches, with only Leicester and Liverpool faring worse, but their improvement under Sean Dyche should be noted. With plans to buy Mohamed Salah ahead of Bukayo Saka, it's looking likely to be the Egyptian who wears the armband. In the last 2 game weeks, where Liverpool have returned to form, Salah has recorded a non-penalty XGI per 90 of 1.03 compared to Saka's 0.53. Crystal Palace have failed to win any of their last 7 matches. They've given up 11 big chances across their last 4 at home, with only Aston Villa allowing more. Wolves have failed to keep a clean sheet in their last 4 away matches, with just 4 teams conceding more than their 10 big chances.